Okay. Hello everyone. So welcome and welcome back to my channel TC Psych. Hello. Hello Mirela Mayara. Okay. Hi. Welcome. So welcome everyone. So you can select the language, okay? Like in which language you're comfortable in. English, Hindi, Assamese or English, okay, mix of English and Hindi. So let me introduce myself. So I am a psychology student. So here I discuss different things about psychology and mental health. So not only things such as diseases or what books talks about, no, हम उसके बारे में ही सिर्फ बातें नहीं करते, पर जो रेगुलर डे टू डे लाइफ में भी होता है लोगों के साथ, आपके साथ, मेरे साथ, विद ऑल ऑफ अस, वी ऑल्सो डिस्कस अबाउट दोज थिंग्स सच एज स्ट्रेस, then pressures, then so many different things we experience in the whole day, regarding maybe because of ourselves, maybe because of some other people, बहुत कुछ होता है. So about all of these things we discuss, we find some clarity, we go in depth, and I share my perspectives, you share yours, and like it's a very, mental peace kind of place, you can call it here. So yeah, you can share your things or you can ask me questions related to psychology, mental health, and yeah, all of these things we do here. So yes, hello Natali, right? Natali, hello, welcome. So welcome everyone. So this is a subject, I think, I believe that, which is related to each and everyone, no matter who, like who is studying what or whatever one is doing, like working somewhere, studying another subject or whatever it is. But psychology, mental health is something which is related to each and everyone. I believe that strongly, and that's why we all can join and we all can talk about it, because it is simply because everybody of us have a mind. हम सभी के पास एक माइंड है ना. जैसे कि हमारा सभी के पास एक शरीर होता है एंड उसको देखभाल करने के लिए लोग बोलते हैं फिज़िकल हेल्थ, वी से फिज़िकल हेल्थ. सिमिलरली हमारे पास एक माइंड है जिसको हमें अच्छे से समझना होता है, जिसका देखभाल करना होता है, पर उसके बारे में इतना बातें नहीं करते हैं लोग. सो यहाँ पे हम कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि वो कितना ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. when we take care of our mental health and we understand ourselves better, we find out coping mechanisms in different kind of situation, it helps us only in different aspects of life. So yes, इसीलिए it's very very important, I believe. So along with studying psychology, I'm also doing internships at different organizations I have done, which dealing with like normal people like you all, me, normal people, also with people who have special needs, children with special needs, adults, or people who have mental health disorders. I have also dealt with them to some extent, of course. And also along उसके साथ ही साथ आई ऑल्सो विज़िट डिफरेंट स्कूल्स, मैं स्कूल विज़िट्स भी करती हूँ, एंड वहाँ पे आई टॉक to students, and there I give a group counseling and later one-on-one counseling. So yes, so with all of this knowledge, whatever I have, whatever experience I have, whatever I have studied, or my personal point of view, so all of this including everything I shared here with you guys, you guys also share, and yeah, that's the thing we do here. So you guys are most welcome. Okay, so please vote the option you are comfortable with, okay, the most comfortable language you are, like you feel. Is it English, Hindi, Assamese, or is it like mix of English and Hindi? So you can just vote then English. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, then of course you can ask me, or else we were discussing about a topic, so we can continue about that. So it's not like I will only speak, or whatever I say you have to agree or something. It's not like that. Of course I will not be saying things because just I want to or something like that. Of course, we, with depth, with understanding, with proper analysis, I will speak. But still, if there are some points you don't agree with, or you have your own opinions or perspectives, you are free to share here, okay? So you are free, you can do that. Because see, the things you have learned, the things I have learned is very very different, and that is what every individual is unique, because of which, and when we share those things, then we understand that there are so many different perspectives, point of view to look at life, to look at different situation. एक ही सिचुएशन में एक इंसान बहुत ही ज़्यादा दुखी हो सकता है, पर एक और इंसान इतना ज़्यादा उसको फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता है। तो क्यों ऐसा होता है? एंड हम कैसे, अगर हम दुखी होते हैं तो कैसे हम वो नॉर्मल स्टेट में जाए? सो अबाउट ऑल ऑफ दिस थिंग्स वी कैन लर्न सो मैनी थिंग्स फ्रॉम ईच अदर ऑल्सो. So that's why it is important to share, it's important to, you know, connect, relate with all these topics. Okay. Okay, so we have discussed this. So okay, let me say for the new viewers, so what we have done is that we have asked ChatGPT about mental health status in India, what are the factors, what are like कैसे इन्फ्लुएंस करते हैं, कौन कौन सी बीमारियाँ होती हैं, ये सब वी हैव आस्क्ड चैट जीपीटी. सो व्हाई वी हैव आस्क्ड दैट, ऑफ कोर्स टू नो from the research that what are the points, but also after reading or after analyzing or talking about the points which ChatGPT जो बोलना चाहता है, उसके बाद we also add our own points, I add my own points, and also you guys also add your own. So that's why we will discuss according to that. And we have discussed a lot of things, such as what are the major or main mental health problems, which are faced by Indians mostly. So all of those things, and what are the factors, and many different things we have discussed. But today, this was the last topic that we discussed, was protective factors support mental health. What are the protective factors, like if someone is prone to have mental health problems, or like how they can protect, or how we can protect ourselves from different mental health problems, or mental health issues. And it does not have to be very big mental health problems such as depression, anxiety, like severe level. No, we're not talking about that. Even minor stress, or stress which we know consciously, which is like not related, is not important to take, but still we are stressed about some things in our life. So all of these things we can deal with when we will protect ourselves from beforehand only, है ना? So इसीलिए it's important. Okay, so you guys can select the language you're comfortable in. Okay, जो भी लैंग्वेज में आप कंफर्टेबल हो वो सिलेक्ट कर लेना, मैंने जो वोट रखा है. या फिर आप बोल भी सकते हो, यू कैन ऑल्सो कमेंट. ओके, so we have discussed strong relationship as a very important factor to protect mental health, and how we have discussed in depth. So you, if you're interested, you can watch my previous live streams also, it's available. So yes, that is one thing. Second thing we have discussed is physical exercise. I have said this many times, that physical health and mental health goes hand in hand. One cannot work efficiently or independently without the other. So if we need, like if someone wants to be very very good in physical health, then they also need to take care of their mental health, and similarly vice versa. So that's why it's important. Number three, we have discussed mindfulness and meditation, and I have also shared how, not very fancy or very tough topics or tough techniques through which we can practice meditation and mindfulness. Very easy, basic things we have discussed. Okay, so that is one thing. After that, okay, this was the last point I believe we have discussed. So today we'll come to the new point, that is fourth point. Okay, so can you, any one of you, just give a comment, and also if you are finding this helpful, and then you can like the stream. I just want to check my network connection, so anybody of you can just give any hi, hello, anything. Okay, wait. Sometimes the network problem happens, and even though there are comments, I cannot see. Okay, I have checked, everything is fine. Alright, so let's come to the point. So इंग्लिश में ही वोट आया है, सो आई विल ट्राई माई बेस्ट टू मिक्स. मैं मिक्स करने की पूरी पूरी कोशिश करूँगी, हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश, ताकि दोनों लैंग्वेज को समझने में आसानी हो. बट अगर किसी को समझ में नहीं आता है, इफ़ यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड एनीथिंग, डू लेट मी नो. मुझे बोल देना यहाँ पे, आई विल ट्रांसलेट. मैं ट्रांसलेट करके फिर से बोल दूँगी. Okay, so now coming to the fourth point, which was access to mental health care. Of course, जैसे कि ये होता है ना, prevention is better than cure, and it is like so true. अगर कुछ like you know, आपको पता है कि something might go wrong, or there are difficult situations coming up in our life, and this is the truth, right? Like everybody has to go through different phases of life, this is the truth. So क्यों ना हम पहले से ही खुद को प्रिपेयर करें. कैसे करें, डायरेक्टली इन द प्रोसेस वी डोंट नो, बट व्हाट इफ़ हम मेंटली इतना स्ट्रांग हो जाए कि जो भी या फिर जैसा भी आएगा सिचुएशन हम देख लेंगे, ये एटीट्यूड होगा हमारे पास अभी से. क्यों ना वैसा टाइप का मेंटेलिटी हम बना लें, एंड वो हम कर सकते हैं व्हेन वी आर नॉट इन अ डिफ़िकल्ट सिचुएशन राइट नाउ, व्हेन वी आर एट पीस और एवरीथिंग इज़ गोइंग बैलेंस ना, मतलब ठीक ठाक ही चल रहा है सब कुछ, पर फिर भी हम मेंटल हेल्थ के ऊपर काम कर रहे हैं. यू डोंट नो हाउ गुड इट विल बी फॉर यू लेटर ऑन, क्योंकि we care about our body, like most of us, not all, most of us, we care about our body or mental health or anything which is important to us. When we see something lacking in it और कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो गया, तभी हम ये सोचते हैं कि ओ मुझे अभी एक्सरसाइज करना पड़ेगा, या फिर हाँ मुझे मेंटल हेल्थ का ख्याल रखना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो ये हो जाएगा, दिस कैन हैपन. सो वी थिंक लाइक दैट, बट व्हाट इफ़ नथिंग इज़ गोइंग रॉन्ग, एंड देन ओनली यू start thinking or taking action about it. So many things can change that way also. Okay, so yes, access to mental health care. Now the first thing is, I believe in India access to mental health is not very easy. Of course nowadays it's very easy through internet, but physically अगर आप सोचो, इवन ये बोलते हुए भी अजीब लगता है, पर ये कितना सच है कि अभी प्राइवेट स्कूल्स या फिर कहीं बहुत जगह प्राइवेट काउंसलर ऐसा कंपलसरी हो गया है प्राइवेट सेटिंग्स में, बट स्टिल स्टूडेंट्स डू नॉट गो देयर, हेजिटेट टू गो. स्टूडेंट्स या फिर एम्प्लॉयज़ भी, इंडस्ट्रियल साइकोलॉजिस्ट एंड ऑल जो होते हैं. ओके, समवन इज़ वोटेड फॉर इंग्लिश. ओके, सो so there are things, even when a private counselor is there, still people hesitate to go. So what can we do now, isn't it? So even if physically something, there is support, there is present where you can go and directly talk out about your problems and everything, but still we hesitate to do that because we are not aware. We still think that that's a taboo, mental health is a taboo, or like you feel very shame. People can go to the sick room in schools and say, just say to the teachers that I was in the sick room very normally. But if they say that I went to the counselor, then they feel like, okay, people will judge me or something like that. So this needs to stop, and this things, so many different things nowadays are becoming normal, right? For example, people using the term depression, that I am feeling very depressed. This is very normal, but actually this is very wrong, because depression is not something very which should be taken very lightly or is equal to sadness. It's not. People use the term depression for sadness nowadays. So similarly, if this can be said as normal nowadays, then why can't taking therapy or going to at least school counselors is not considered normal? That's like, I don't know why it's still there. Hello, Lokendra Singh, welcome back. Mhm. Okay, we have more votes in English. Okay, hello, take given. I want to make my mother famous and rich. What I do, I have no skill, no education. Um, okay, that's a unique question. I mean, most of the most of the people, we are focusing on ourselves, right? But you're asking about your mother. Like, are you in that state where you can say that I mean, I am fine financially or mentally, everything, is it okay for you? That's why you're thinking about someone else. You are glowing today. Thank you. It's because of maybe sweat, I don't know. Hmm. If you can, then just explain a bit, you know, a little bit more, then I will be I will be able to understand you more. Okay, what you are asking me. Yes. So as I was saying, that this thing, even though counselors are there in private settings, but still people hesitate to go there and say this, that I went to take therapy or counseling and all of that. And this needs to stop. If people can change those things, like using the term depression so easily, then why can't people say, yes, I agree that it's changing, but it's still very, very slow. Still, there was a news very recently in Bangalore, in IIT somewhere. I don't remember exactly, but there were some concept that, though the higher authorities of their organization thought that, okay, mental health is important, so let's hire female psychologists for female students only. So see, just see how the things are even now. Mm, the only thing you can do is hard work, bro. Okay, you're replying to take given, I think. See, I don't know. That's why I asked you take given, like exactly what you're asking me, because when someone is settled, or someone is like वो ठीक ठाक कर रहा है अपनी ज़िंदगी में, they are doing well, then they are able to support other people's in their life, for example even their mother. But if you're asking me directly about your mother, then this is the thing, right? That what about you, are you doing well? Because if you will not look after yourself, then you cannot, after that you cannot look after, like for example, someone is not well, okay, then how can they look after someone who is also not well? Things like that. So first of all, you have to look up, after yourself, then only you can think of doing the same things for someone else. So I don't know from where this question is coming. Is it from stress, pressure, or is it just you want to do this? From where I'm not able to understand. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So if it's the case that you are fine, like you are doing well, then of course you try to support your mother. But yeah, the question is a bit tricky. Okay, so let's come back to the points, and of course if anybody else have any other questions or anything to discuss, you can. Okay, so another thing I would like to say, yes, even though this counseling and all of this is present in private settings, as I told you, okay, fine, but there are also very too much resources present for mental health in online settings as well, we all know that. But to what extent are we using those? That is another question. Because only watching podcast or some things which are like, you feel that those are very informative for you, but those does not work for like therapy. And even this is something which is very normal, very in trend. People say that this is therapy for me, rain is therapy for me, or things like that. But yes, I understand the concept, because like why they are saying those things, because it feels very calming, it feels very smoothing, and that's why they are relating the situation or circumstances to therapy. Very nice. But still therapy is different. I know that's a vibe, that's why they are using, but still people can think, because when you see some things regularly, and unconsciously many things develop inside your mind which you are also not aware about. So when you see someone saying that rain is therapy for me, or doing this, or drinking tea is therapy for me, or talking with a friend is therapy for me, something like that people are saying constantly, that unconsciously, maybe if you are not very confident or clear, then you can think that okay, when I feel good, that is maybe therapy, things like that. That's why it's important that okay, that is maybe you're feeling very good, and that is very important. But therapy is very very different thing. Okay, which will in therapy, it does not has to be from the beginning that it is never that you will be happy, because you will be asked about your past, like what happened, and about the family history, of course not forcefully, whenever you're comfortable. So there are many things. So what happens in therapy exactly is that there is a for example, there is something because of which someone is facing a difficult time right now. So we will talk about this, but not directly about this situation. Layer by layer, step by step, we will come, and when the client, when you will be comfortable, then only we will talk about that. After that, not only talking, one after the another, whatever happened and because of which it triggers you or it makes you feel miserable, we will talk about that one by one, taking one piece at a time. We will explore that thing, what happened, then we will do the healing, everything whatever it's needed. Like if the next time that thing comes to your mind, you are comfortable with it, and then we will close that thing and then put it in your mind. So things like that, one after another. So just think how deep, how you know healing kind of thing therapy is. So many people don't know about this thing, so that's why I cleared this. Okay. So yes, what you like, the kind of content you consume, and all of that, all of these things are important. But of course, when you take some, if you see some spiritual leaders or motivational speakers or people who are talking in depth of some things, on some topics, then you can relate to that and you can understand your situation. So that will be a kind of um, not therapy, but helping your mental health kind of thing. So you can do that, okay, in online terms. And also there are so many platforms available, like even online counseling, online therapy is also available. So of course you can do that. And yeah, this culture is increasing also, and that's why that's a very positive thing, where some people who are confident, they speak openly that even though there is no such thing going on, like very big kind of events which makes them sad or something, nothing going on, just normal ups and downs in life, but still they are taking therapy. So that is very very nice thing people say. So yeah. Hmm. So this was the next point. Okay. Okay, take given. I am not money minded but very kind, helpful. But when I think I haven't done anything in my life because of whatever happened in my past, and my age also 40 crossed. My mother already old, depressed. Okay, okay, okay. I understood now. Hmm. So yes, of course I don't know about you or like about your past or things, so I will give you a general answer, right? Because see, even in counseling, or like for example, if I have to talk with only you, then I will ask you questions, right? Like what happened or things like that, so that like I will be able to give you the appropriate right answer only for you. But it's not the case here. So I will give a general answer, but still if you're comfortable you can share things, okay, like this. To what extent you're comfortable, it's up to you. If you're not, then also it's totally fine. But whatever you have shared, hmm, this is another again. So you know, this is a question which I feel almost all feels, because, or even if it's not about all, most of the people feels. Because see, this thing that being successful or being rich or things like that, some parents or most of the parents relate their children that okay, they will be successful, then I will be happy, which is actually not the right way to think, because every one of us has an individual life. But it's tough to make them understand these things, because they are also from a different generation and they have known things, understood things which are different. I don't think about past, but I worry about I waste my time. Okay. See, first of all, I don't know why your mother is depressed, okay? But if she is because of you, then I know it's very tough to say or tough to do, but still the truth is that you don't have to take all the burden of it. Because the thing is that if someone is upset, so much upset because their child or maybe their best friend or anyone have not done something or not achieved, not my mother. Okay, 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 fine, okay, fine. So okay, so now I will come to directly about us, okay. So that is the thing, but still this is a message for all, okay. In between I'm saying, like, it can be anyone. If someone feels that my son, my daughter, or my best friend or whatever it is, they are not doing well, so I don't feel good talking to them or things like that, then don't take that burden. They have to live their own life no matter how closely they are related, okay. They are not understanding that, that is different thing, but you have to take this, that don't take the burden of their you know their thoughts and all of that, because you will only be affected more and more unknowingly, okay. This is for all. Okay, now coming to your thing which you said. Hmm. see, there are so many people in this world that I feel that we cannot even think that in numbers or in whatever figures inside our mind, because there are actually so many people, and each people has their unique story. It's not only about what we hear in social media or people we meet. There are more and more and more and more stories. And now in this age of social media also, we have seen that people doing so many different things no matter what their age is. So the the point that I want to say is that no matter what has happened, I don't know, but still, if it's not affecting your present, whatever happened before, then every day is a chance for you to do something. Okay, do something which you want. So that is a very important thing. Now I know why we feel bad, or we cannot do something, because we recall the past over and over, and then we go in the trap of overthinking, and then we can't come out of it and all of those things. But if you will do one step at a time regularly, then slowly healing takes place, and eventually we can come out of all those things. So we have to remember this very strongly, that no matter what, we can come out of it. And just take just simple goals right now. If it can be about your physical health, even mental health. Of course mental health should be a priority, but of course physical health also. Then some things which you are interested in. Okay, work, maybe you are interested in creative things, so many different things, you know that better. So focus on that, plan out your whole day, and stay busy. Slowly when you will get adapt to it, all these thoughts which makes you feel depressed, you will feel, oh, where are they? They do not get any space inside my mind now, because I'm so much occupied. So that is one thing which you can do, and seriously follow it. Okay, saying these things is one thing, and doing it is another thing. So when you will really do it, one after the another day, you will of course see the results, and you will come out of this trap. Okay, you're welcome. Take given. Okay. Okay, so wait. I don't know how many people are watching. It's changing, but yeah, I just want to say this in between. So of course, if you want to support me, and if you can, okay, it's up to you guys, and it's for all. So if you can and if you want to, then you can support me here in this QR code. You can take a screenshot of it, and then you can do a super chat. You can support me through that. Okay, and if you do it, just say me done. Okay, and if you don't do it, then also it's okay, it's up to you. But yeah, if you will do it, I feel so motivated to do this kind of thing regularly every day. Okay, want to ask about religion. Okay, I will share my perspectives on that. You can also share yours. Others can also share, whoever is watching. See, psychology, I think psychology is related in everything. So it's like a universal subject related to each and every individual, even animals, but we can't talk to them, right? There is also animal psychology, but at least first, if humans will understand the importance of it, then we can talk about other things. Okay, why we need religion for heaven? Okay. Hmm. Or for good living. Okay, so you of course notice that there is no scientific answer to this, but yeah, I will share my point of view. Okay, and you can also share yours, there is no issue. And if you don't agree with me, or there is something, you can also say that. Okay, so I think that, see, first of all, I believe even though we talk scientifically and all of those things practically, but still, this is my point of view. I think that there is some power, okay, apart from scientific things, which, like, we call it as God, isn't it? All of us. But the thing is that people have made different groups, different things, different names to call the supreme power, different names. And from that different groups there are different religions, different religious practices and all of that. So coming to what I believe is how, like, it can be controversial and all of that, but I believe that when someone like has the knowledge, proper knowledge, what is good karma, bad karma, and all of that, and they follow those things in their life, then that's the best religion one can have. Okay, no matter what, like, which religion they follow, but their work, their deeds, all of this thing matters the most. Because I don't think that God will sit and see, okay, they are belonging to this religion from this, that. I don't think God does that. So at last I feel it's about the personality, about how we are with, first of all, ourselves. For example, if we have done some mistake, have we, like, do we have the power to forgive ourselves, or we just think about that over and over? Or, like, how do we treat ourselves? Are we very lazy? Are we active? Then after that we can talk about others, that how we behave with others, how we talk with others, all of these things. Then of course helping others and all of that. So the all these things, personality, our work, our karma, all of these things are the most, um, religious things which are there. So I believe that. Okay. RC YouTuber, okay. What's your you guys, like, what do you guys think? आप लोग क्या सोचते हो about religion? You can share that if you want. Yeah, it's 9:23, so we will end our stream at 9:30. So till then you can, there are 7 minutes left, so you guys can ask me questions or we can continue. Yeah. So for the new viewers, around 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. I come live every day. Okay. So if you have some questions beforehand, you can bring it in the live stream. Ask me, or we can discuss. So yeah, all of these things. And we had a last point to this topic, so I think let's complete this. Okay, we have some time left, so let's complete this one with the last point. So the last point for protective factors for mental health is resilience and optimism. Very, very important points, both of them are. So we will come one by one. So first of all is resilience. Resilience means when, okay, by the way, ठीक है, मैं मिक्स कर दूँगी. ओके, आई विल मिक्स द लैंग्वेज, हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश, because there are words in both. Okay, so resilience means when, situations or some circumstances are not letting you to do something. कुछ चीज़ें हैं, कुछ सिचुएशन है जो आपको मजबूर कर रहा है कि ये मत करो, जल्दी मत उठो, या फिर कुछ भी हो सकता है. बट वो यू नो वो क्या बोलते हैं, वो डिस्टर्बेंसेस या फिर वो प्रॉब्लम्स मिलने के बाद भी आप वो कर रहे हो. इवन आफ्टर यू आर गेटिंग डिस्टर्ब, यू आर feeling resilient, or not resilient, you're feeling that okay, there are so much difficulties, but still you have the will to do it. So वही होता है basically resilience की, कुछ आ रहा है, प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, बट आप resilient हो कि आने दो, मैं तो फिर भी करूँगा, something like that. Okay, so this quality is very very important for protecting your mental health, because of course प्रॉब्लम्स तो आते ही है. इवन ऐसे संदीप महेश्वरी सर भी बोलते हैं कि जो लोग सक्सेसफुल हो जाते हैं उनके पास तो ज़्यादा ही प्रॉब्लम आते हैं. तो इट्स नॉट अबाउट मनी, इट्स नॉट अबाउट स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग या फिर कुछ भी ऐसा नहीं है. प्रॉब्लम्स तो आते ही है. सो हमको रेजिलियंट बनना पड़ेगा. वी हैव टू बी रेजिलियंट टू फेस आवर प्रॉब्लम्स, so that it will not affect us directly, or we can protect our mental peace in the long run. Okay, so that is one thing which is very important. When we can develop that, how we can develop, we can do things which challenges us. We can challenge ourselves. लोगों को ज़रूरत नहीं है हमें चैलेंज करने के लिए, हम खुद को चैलेंज कर सकते हैं कि ओके take given. Before I was Hindu, then Christian. In Hindu we don't take seriously, but after being Christian I was seriously follow and become good person also, but I'm not following, that's why I worried. Okay, don't be worried about all of these things. Okay, it's not your, see, you're exploring and you're just you know you're just thinking which is the right way. Many people don't even do that, they just don't care. They are born in Hindu family, Christian family, or Muslim family, whatever it is, and they are just like that. So it's, the thing is that you are exploring, that is important thing. So you have said that, yeah, after becoming Christian you seriously followed and all of these things, but you're not following. It's okay, you can follow still, like not too much at first, but slowly you can follow. There is no rush. And when we take things slowly, one at a time, then things work out more effectively. When we are doing everything at one time and we are doing slowly, the slow thing is more effective. So there is no rush, you know just think slow, take things slowly. How you can reading Bible or going to those gatherings. I have also I am Hindu, but I also what to say, learn from Christianity and all of that. I have friends who are Christians, so all of this thing, visiting church and all of that, that's why I am also interested to learn all of these things. So that is the thing, take things at your pace. Okay, you don't have to feel worried or bad that you are not being like the same person, same kind of thing which others are, something like that. Take your own pace. The best thing that is that you are interested. Most people are not even interested. Okay, don't think like that. Don't think like that. Okay, even though these negative things come, but still try to understand. Okay, these are some things which yeah, I got you what you are trying to say. Don't you know take so much stress, because we have not seen what happens after life. All of these things we don't know. So I know it's too hard and it's very easy to talk about all of these things, but I understand. But still, the thing is that you have to also think about yourself, that what is the like boundary. Am I thinking too much? Because ultimately it affects you. Okay, and it's not that if you will be worried and things will get fine automatically. It never happens, right? So that's why first of all, relax, don't think so much. Okay, just stay stay connected, spend happy moments, all of these things, whatever best you can do, like happily, all of those things, you focus on that, and slowly you will get back the answers. Okay, just think about staying in the right path. And yeah, okay. So yes, that only will be my suggestion. So now it's your part how much you can do, apply all of these things in your own life, on your actions. So all of that, when you will do, of course you will see results. So yes, that is what I would like to say. Okay, take given. And yeah, as a YouTuber, yes, with that it's 9:30 and it's time to end the stream. So thank you so much for joining, everyone, for commenting, for asking me question, for liking the stream and everything. And before leaving, I would like to say again, for whoever is watching me, okay, or later also whoever will watch me, that if you want to support me and if you can, then you can support me here in this QR code. You can take a screenshot of it and then you can support me with any amount you, if of your choice. Okay, you're welcome. Take given. You're welcome. Best of luck on your journey. Okay. Stay strong and believe that everything will be all right, because it's really going to be, when you will think about it and when you will do the proper things. Okay, and slowly, there is no rush. Okay, I come live every day from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Okay, around this time only. Yeah, every day. Tomorrow I will come. Okay, then, with that, bye guys and take care.